Hello, welcome back. Today's going to be an epic day. Fingers crossed it does happen that way. I am here at a river which is about 10 minutes drive from my house. I took the motorbike, it's behind me there, so probably about 14 minutes bike ride. Yeah, this river is over 10 kilometers long. It runs from one town straight to another town. It's a very large river. I've fished here many times, but today I'm going to do something a little bit different, and hopefully I'm in a lucky spot and get the money shot. So I hear it all the time, the locals, they tell me that there's no big fish here, but you know, when I bike up and down or walk up and down this river, I see something popping up and making a big splash. So there are big fish here, I just don't know what it is. Yeah, it's just these big fish is a bit hard to catch. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a few spots to fish, and then after that I'm going to be walking downstream and look at for some areas where hopefully a big fish is hanging around. Behind me I've got this dam. Dams are good because small fish flows into that dam and the bigger fish will hang around that dam, and that's where they'll get their food. So I'm going to try a couple of dams first, then I'll be walking downstream. Alright, first cast. Now these fish are quite active. If I don't get anything in 5 minutes, there's no point staying here forever, so I'll just keep moving along. So there's nothing chasing after the lure. There's another dam up there. I'll go check it out. This stretch of river is surrounded by rice field, and in the rice field there'll be little rivers and ponds which hold big fish. Those big fish, when it floods, they should be rolling into the stream. So I'm very hopeful to get something and prove the locals wrong. I'm here at the second dam. Some of these locals are really messy. They put rubbish and plastic waste everywhere. This dam's got a net on it, and the reason for that is they're trying to catch the fish coming through and then jumping back around, and I have seen it work. It's flowing quite fast actually, but I'll give this area a go. First mistake. I've got a bit of line stuck in between there, and it's not really coming down. The tension is all loose, the brake is all loose, but it's not really coming down. I don't have any tools to open that up. I wouldn't even know how to open that up. Yeah, so It can still work, but it's not casting it very far. It only goes to half the distance of the width of this river. So not very far at all, but I will continue fishing and hopefully I get something nearby. Just a little bit further, the road is going to get a little bit muddy. So just where those trees are, I'm going to park the motorbike and lock it up, and I'll be walking down this river looking for spots to put the lure out. It's going to be hard because it's just full of scrubs and shrubs and bushes and things like that. So just trying to cast it out and get it back without getting tangled up is going to be a mission in itself. There's a fish there. There's a fish just under there. Just set myself up with a frog lure to go over all these bushes and plants, hoping that there'll be a snakehead fish or some other type of fish that eats frogs around here. So the reel is going okay. It's working about 70% of its capacity. So I should be okay for the rest of the day. There just seems to be nothing coming up. Nothing taking the lure anyway. We just got a fish on. Alright, what's that? Yeah, just got a fish on right now. So it's been casting it out over there. I guess they like shady areas with trees. Okay, they don't like the sun, do they? So, oh, look at that. Almost lost it. So it's not, damn it. It's not great, it's not huge, but it's my first fish of today. Hopefully there's a bigger one. I'm just going to measure it, see how long it is. Oh yeah, that's about 21 centimeters, so that's pretty good. It's alright, I haven't damaged it. It's quite gentle with it, it's just tired. There it goes. Sun's starting to come up, it's getting really hot. You gotta cover up like this. Too many mosquitoes, ants, anything that's gonna bite you. So yeah, you have to protect yourself. So let's see if I can get something on camera, or they're just too shy. Oh, they're a bit camera shy, folks. So after this is harvest, I don't know if they're harvesting it or not, but if they got rid of all that and it's left with just a little bit of pond, you can probably throw a frog lure out. Throw a frog lure out anywhere along there, and you may be able to get a snakehead fish. So that's a snakehead fish, just in this rice field here. Would have been nice if there was one right there. Just came up to another area that's flooded. I'll probably stop here and start walking back. But this is exactly what I mean. You've got the rice field over here, which holds snakehead fish. I can hear some splashes over there. Obviously they'll come through where it's flooded over here, make their way through, and then out into the main river there. And surely, you know, if you have a fish about this big, go over there, it'll grow bigger and bigger, and yeah, it'll just keep growing big. But so far I have not had any fish attack that frog lure. It's got one fish, got one miss at the dam there. Yeah, you can see that they're not big fish, which is frustrating. Could just mean that I'm not close to any mountains or forests or anything like that. But yeah, like I said, it's a big river. They should be getting bigger and bigger, but that's all I can find that's out there. Try casting it out in random places, but no luck. Anyway, the search for a big giant fish continues.